Good evening, this is Howard Bailey, and what you're looking at now is me in my latest creation, which is an authentic, almost historically accurate, or at least as historically accurate as I can get it, Roman Paenula, which is made of 100% linen felted, 100% wool felted wool, which is designed to be wind and water resistant. This is what a Roman soldier would wear when he was off duty or not fighting, to keep him from the wind and the rain, and it would also act as his bedroll. Also, I made this in just over, and I'll back up in a minute so you can look at it in its entirety. I made this in just over 5 minutes. It was a simple case of, once I'd ordered the correct quantity of my fabric, it was a simple case of measuring 60 inches, 60 inches across and 3 meters along. And then once I'd found the centre, I cut out the neckline, which was 6 inches, radius of 6 inches. The hood is a 12-inch square, so 12 inches on all sides, which I then sewed into place on the neckline. And to finish it off, I've done a few stitches. Don't know if you can see them somewhere here at the collars, just to allow the seam to lie in the correct way. I followed the instructions from Legio 20, which was an American reenactment site, and there they mentioned 3 different kinds of slightly different designs of Paenula. This is an oval one, so I cut around the corners to create the oval effects once I'd done everything else. Then there's a full circle or semicircle versions. This was perhaps the most simplest and easiest one to do. If you're making a circle or semicircular one, that has to be done up with either hooks, brooches, or toggles. But this one actually I can get away with just. I've cut it down ever so slightly, down the front ever so slightly, but not very much. And I'll just stand back a bit so you can see it in its entirety. I haven't put this to the test yet, but hopefully this will do its job, do what it's meant to do. I certainly hope so. It was really just really quite simple job, which I was able to get over and done in just a matter of minutes. But I think it works quite sufficiently to just throw it over my head. So I don't think I'm going to bother cutting it all the way down just for the purpose of putting any toggles or hooks just to close it back up again. So obviously there was a bit of extra material at the end once I'd sewn everything into place on the circle. So I've simply just folded that back, not cut it off, not sewn it. If I find that I'm in a situation where it's extremely wet and windy, I've got a bit of extra material left to just pull forward for extra comfort. So this was a job that I could have I had thought that I'd be doing a lot of work with, but I ended up achieving the best result without doing very much at all. Just wanted to share that with you.